America's best breaststroker, Ed Moses, comes back out. A man who's in the pool but also thrives in other sports.
My best waggle? Oh, that's a hole-in-one right there. Well, I actually forced myself to start playing golf. I enrolled in advanced golf at UVA, and you actually get a credit for it, so get out of the way. It's nice to get away from the pool and kind of break up the monotony.
The monotony has treated Ed Moses pretty well. By winning 2 medals in the Sydney Games, it has only given him more motivation to increase the medal haul heading into Athens.
The Olympics are the ultimate destination, so I have to set the bar a little higher. And you know, my goals are set on 3 gold medals, and that's just the way it's got to be. If I shot lower, I'd be selling myself short.
How realistic is that, Rowdy?
I think it is realistic because that's the kind of attitude you have to be on that medal stand at the Olympic Games. He has a lot of confidence, but he backs it up most of the time, and he certainly has done it here up to this point.
Well, he just missed a record earlier by 8/100ths of a second in the 100 breast. Is this a record possibility race for him?
I think it is. You know, somebody like this, Jim Piper, is going to be able to push him. Jim Piper was finished second in the world last year in this race. Much better in the 200. He had a solid 100, but don't forget about Brendan Hansen, who was also much better, Ted, in the 200 distance than he was in the 100. So all 3 of these guys will be a huge factor at the end. Ed Moses is going to have some people pushing him here.
Moses just missing a record in the 100 breast yesterday. The world record time in this event is 2:09.97. Jim Piper's best time last year was less than a second off that world record time.
Well, Ed Moses and Brendan Hansen, Ted, have also been best time-wise less than a second off that world record. Ed Moses is going out for it. He's not wasting any time, is he? Body length on Brendan Hansen. Hansen is in the middle of the pool. There you see Jim Piper right in front of you at the bottom of your screen. But Moses, look at that stroke, nice and long. Take advantage of that strong kick he has. Nice long extension. Streamline it out as much as possible. Now Hansen will come home. I guarantee you the last 100, Hansen will be there. And I think Ed Moses knows that. 102.7 though, right on world record pace.
Just 11/100ths off that pace as Moses at the turn. So could we have another case where this crowd is urging a swimmer on towards a record?
Hansen's still a body length behind. Remember, he's just coming off the NCAA championships for men just held a couple weeks ago. So he might be a little tired. You see Jim Piper starting to inch up just a little bit on Ed Moses. Now this is where Ed Moses has had trouble in the past. He missed making the Olympic team in 2000. In this event, the last 50, he's got to be able to hold off Piper. And I can guarantee you he does not see Piper because he's on the other end of the pool.
The crowd urging him on, but he lost a little time in that third 50. He was 35/100ths off the world record pace. Well, Moses coming home. It looks like he'll hold on for the win. The question is the time. It's 2:09.97.
There's the world record.
Look at him. He's got a shot. Just gonna miss.
Gosh.
Ed Moses at 2:10.49, which is just 9/100ths of a second off his all-time best.
Ed, you just were that close again to world record pace. Were you comfortable throughout that 200?
That's the best I felt in a long time. Thinking about swimming the 100 30 minutes before every 200 from now on. Again, the crowd's been there every time, and I wish I could take you all on the road with me, so thanks a lot.
Speaking of the crowd, try to describe to the average person what it's like to hear over 7,000 people standing and cheering for you.
Well, the last time they started cheering at the 50, so I got a little too excited, but tonight they brought me home. I held my stroke strong, and I'm unbelievably surprised about that time, so got a little more work to do, but that's amazing, and thanks again, guys.
Well done, Ed.
Continuing in the theme, America's standout swimmers. In this duel in the pool, another individual win. 2 of them for Ed Moses. Brendan Hansen takes third.